Alhamdulillah. So this is what it feels like to be on the TEDx stage. That's one thing kicked off my bucket list. Here in the Middle East, and often in the Muslim world, Alhamdulillah is the commonly heard response when you ask somebody, how are you? So in case some of you are wondering, I did not come on stage to say, I'm fine, thank you. What I did say was, Alhamdulillah, which means praise be to Allah. It is said in acceptance for all the blessings that have been given to you. It is said in gratitude for what has been, for the challenges that have been given to you, and for accepting His will and what He has in store for you. Acceptance and gratitude, two sides of the same coin, and the currency is faith. Faith that you are capable of what you're going through. Faith that what has been given to you is worthy of you. But it's quite easy to accept something and be grateful when good things happen to you. But how often do you think that way about the bad stuff too? I mean, think about it. If you failed a test, do you think to yourself, yay, I'm so glad I didn't pass? Or if your best friend doesn't stand by you, do you actually say to yourself, I am so thrilled I was let down today? I don't think so. And no, I'm not implying that you do that. However, what I am saying is for you to take a step back and look at the future with forward vision instead of tunnel vision. Quite often, we're looking at the picture so closely that we fail to see the big picture. It's like reading a book held straight in front of your eyes, smack in front of your face, so close that your eyelashes are almost brushing against the paper. They're brushing against the paper. Your breath is filled with the smell of the book. And if you hold it long enough, you begin to feel suffocated and tired. A whole beautiful book in your hand, and the magic lost because you zoomed in so much that you lost focus. I was just a few days old when my father got a job in Kuwait. This was in 1975. And for those of you excited to do the math, yes, I am 40 years old. However, one of those quirky tests on Facebook says I think like a 14-year-old, which kind of explains a lot to me. I was just very, very small in every sense of the word when my mother and I moved to Kuwait with my dad. And so began my life as an expat. I grew up, did my schooling in Kuwait, found my circle of friends and family there. Yes, I say family because though they aren't related to me by blood, they mean so much to me. Life went on. For 14 sweet years, it was amazing. I'd visit Hyderabad, my hometown, once in maybe 4 or 5 years, 3, 4 years. This was before budget airlines and direct flights. And everything was great until that dreaded morning of August 2nd, 1990. And the newspapers, all major newspapers, the next day carried the headlines, Iraq invades Kuwait. In a moment, in a flash, what was my home to me was under attack. And like snowflakes, our lives were messed up. We didn't know what was in store for us. We were fearful. Ugly stories began to crop. We were fearful, not just for our future, but also for our lives. I was in grade 10 at the time. A turning point, you may say, a crucial year as per the academics of the Indian curriculum. Let's sum it up in 2 words, board exams. So enough drama at home already, and then this. What could be the good in God's plan? I just couldn't see. After much thought, we decided to leave Kuwait. We journeyed from through Basra, to the camps in Amman, at the border of Amman. We stayed there for a week. Limited water, limited electricity, food, kind of had to manage it with really hard conditions. And then we reached Hyderabad. So it was like from one home to another in 10 days. What could be the good in God's plan? Once in Hyderabad, I stayed with my extended family. The cultural shift of having just 3 people under one roof to 27 members was dramatic. I always felt out of place, a bit like a misfit. It's strange when you're not alone, but you're still lonely. I used to pen my feelings on paper, and people who read it called it poetry. And that's where the affair with words started. I used to write poetry when I was lonely. I used to write poetry when I was happy. I used to write poetry when I had something to say that I couldn't say. I compiled them into a book. Yes, I still have that raggedy book. And so life went on. And life went on, and it was amazing. I got married young. I had my children early. My last poem was when I was expecting my firstborn. I think once you become a mom, the need to talk to paper kind of diminishes. But there did come a time in life when I wanted to do more than diapers and dishes. So I looked beyond the much obvious route of giving tuitions and decided to have another go at my fling with words. I joined the ladies' writing group. They used to contribute articles to Gulf News tabloid. And on 21st August 2000, Byline was born. My first article got published on our 5th anniversary. My journey of 15 years in media is amazing, not because of the roles I played or the interviews I did, because I've had many of those. I've interviewed lots of celebrities, lots of change makers, scholars, business CEOs, but I've had very wow moments too. I've walked on fire. I've skydived. I've done interviews with change makers. I've spoken on international platforms. And I've even got to stay at the Falaknuma Palace with my parents. We tend to be in a stuck state, a negative stuck state. And your mind plays that dreaded story in loop over and over again, holding you back. But when you allow acceptance and gratitude to work inwards, that's when the magic happens. When you allow it to work inwards and you are accepting of the situation and are grateful for the way it is showing you what challenges lie ahead and how you can overcome them and how you are capable of overcoming them, that's when the move happens. Because life really is about the possibilities that you take up without doubt, the ones that you accept and the ones that you are grateful for. And acceptance comes when you smile. Well, not that kind of a smile, but that and some more. So let me spell it out for you. S. Let's do this together. S. Silence the mind. Hush those negative thoughts. I mean, what's with the chatter in your mind? And for those of you wondering, what chatter? That's the one. M. Manage your attention. Where's your attention taking you? What are you focusing on? Is it the good or the bad stuff? What stuff are you really dealing with? And how is it helping you? I. Identify the intention. Why do you not want to be where you are? How are you going to move forward? Is it for yourself? Is it for somebody else? What's the good in it? And how are you going to move forward? What's your intention? L. Let things go. Is there a hurt that you're holding on to? Is there someone that you need to forgive? Is it even serving you a purpose? If it's not, who is it that you need to forgive? And do you need to first forgive yourself for holding on for so long. E, energize the possibilities. Energize the possibilities, because questions and their answers mean nothing without action. They mean nothing without action. The step you take at the moment of your decision is more important than the plan you make when you decide to make a change. So yes, smile, pause, smile, and figure out, because you know you can make a shift based on the thoughts you choose. It's really about what you do with your mind. It's all in your mind. And you are much greater than your mind, because you have a mind. You are not your mind. I'm sure there are doubters in the crowd, so let's just do a quick exercise if you guys are up for it. I'd like for you to please stand up. Come on, let's be a sport. Okay, thank you. So let's just stand in this position and raise your right hand up and place your fingers lightly over your shoulder. Come on, let's be a sport. Yes, and you may have done this in PE, so I'll call this the PE position. I would like for you to look over your shoulder across your wrist and kind of like make a visual line. And all through the exercise, I'd like you to be looking this way. So look at your visual line and twist. Okay, twist to your right, following your arm. Do that, and extend yourself to your right as much as you can, continuing to look at your wrist. Bring to your mind any negative situation or any stuck state that you are in, and anything. It could be anything, something in a relationship, something in how your friends tease you about, your grades, your body image, what you think about yourself. And as you do that, and stretch yourself as far as you can, and once you know that's it, then make a visual mark of till where you've stretched. Yes. Now please come back to position 1, facing me. Put your hands down. Shake off any stress that you feel in your muscles. Let's do this one more time. Please close your eyes this time. Okay. And now, I'd like you to think of that situation, the one that you thought of, just one more time. But this time, let's be accepting of the situation. Let's be grateful to it, for it to show up in your life, so that you have understood that you are far greater than this little hurdle. Imagine yourself stretching, turning, going beyond what is limiting you, going further, stretching across and achieving what you need to be achieving. Now, with your eyes closed, let's go back in PE position and do the drill. Take a deep breath of confidence, head up, held high. Yes, that's the one. Head up, held high. Turn your head so that you're again facing that visual line, and let's do the twist again. Yes, stretch as far as you can, and just a little bit more. And now I'd like you to open your eyes and see. How far have you gone? Come back to your positions and please have a seat. So what I would like for you to do is understand that it is all in your mind. It's your mind. It's all in your mind, and you need to just select your thoughts more carefully. So push that book away. Allow yourself room to breathe. Allow your eyes to adjust to the newfound vision. Curve your lips in a smile and read. Because life really is a magical book, and sometimes the journey is the destination. Thank you.